So in the previous part, we saw the sinful nature had caused Israel to keep on breaking the law. They kept choosing the curse. And that had led to poverty, sickness and terror. And what's more, there seemed to be no way out of their predicament either, because they can never change their sinful nature. Things were all starting to look rather hopeless for them. But then something incredible happened, because in the middle of all of this hopelessness, while Israel was at its lowest ebb, and while the nation lay in ruins because of the sin of the people, God suddenly started to make some very exciting promises. He said, "I will give you a new heart, and I will put a new spirit in you. I will take out your stony, stubborn heart and give you a tender, responsive heart. And I will put my spirit in you, so that you will follow my decrees and be careful to obey my regulations." This was very exciting stuff. God was promising a cure for their heart corruption, a cure for the sinful nature. He was talking about a way to give people brand new hearts. He was even talking about putting his own spirit within humans so that we would learn to love good and hate evil just as he does. This could potentially change everything. If true, people would not only know what absolute good was, but they would choose it. They would even crave it. This promise of internal renovation suddenly gave the world hope. God gave further details of the plan to Jeremiah. "The day is coming, says the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the people of Israel and Judah. This covenant will not be like the one I made with their ancestors when I took them by the hand and brought them out of the land of Egypt. They broke that covenant, though I loved them as a husband loves his wife, says the Lord. But this is the new covenant I will make with the people of Israel on that day, says the Lord. I will put my instructions deep within them, and I will write them on their hearts. I will be their God, and they will be my people." So instead of writing his laws on parchment and tablets of stone as he had done at Sinai, he was instead going to write his instructions deep within the hearts of his people and heal them from the inside out. He continues, "The day will come when I will do for Israel and Judah all the good things I have promised them. In those days and at that time, I will raise up a righteous descendant from King David's line. He will do what is just and right throughout the land, and this will be his name. The Lord is our righteousness." The Lord is our righteousness. Remember how God had told Israel that they needed to be holy because I am holy, and we wondered how that could ever be possible. We wondered how anyone could ever be considered as righteous as God. Well, here, God appears to be saying that a Messiah would come along who would create a way to make that possible. Salvation would come through a man. Somehow through him, we would be able to claim the perfect godly righteousness that God required of us. God was even specific about where this Messiah would come from, saying that he would come through the royal lineage of King David. This Messiah would introduce a brand new covenant, a new relationship between men and God, and a new dispensation of time. In effect, this Messiah would change everything. Of course, we now know that this promised Messiah was Jesus Christ. But for hundreds of years prior to his birth, the nation of Israel waited for him expectantly, knowing that he was their only hope of salvation, their only hope of freedom from bondage, sin, and death.